Greetings, fellow Unity users. This is Phoenix Talon back with part 2 of the Easy Mover Editor Tutorials series. If you've made it this far, thank you for coming back, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in. If you are not here yet, meaning if you don't have an empty project, you might want to make one. Yes, you can go ahead and start this with a full project or something you've already got. However, I don't know what all of your variables are, your script names are, or any of that stuff, and it's just better sometimes to start here. Then you can export the asset and then import it later and see if there are any conflicts. Okay, so we did say we're going to make an editor script. So in order to do that, we need to go over here to Assets. We're going to go ahead and create a new folder because all editor scripts have to go in the editor folder. Imagine that. All right. Next thing we're going to do is create a new JavaScript. This is going to be a JavaScript tutorial. I probably should have said that in the intro. If you're looking for C#, I'm sorry. You're going to be out of luck. So everybody who's watching this and following along at home should title this Easy Mover. Now, the reason for that is that I don't know what your names are that you have. I don't know what you're thinking of. And this way, if you just everybody tiles it the same way, then we're not going to have any problems and we won't have any issues. So go ahead and open MonoDevelop or whatever your editing program is, and you're going to want to get rid of everything. Okay. Now, we don't need any of that stuff, but we do need to define a class. So yes, kind of like if we were doing a C# script, but not quite that way. All right. So this class is actually named, for the script. What we're doing, this is again why it's important everybody have the same name. And what we're going to be doing with that is class EasyMover extends the editor window, right? So I just type that, editor window. Okay. Now this is where everything goes. I mean everything. This is where your variables go, the window goes, the GUI goes, everything goes in here. Now why is that? Well, because this is going to be a window. So everything that goes inside the window needs to go inside this class. Okay? So just go ahead and make yourself some room. Put that curly brace down there way at the bottom so you don't accidentally delete it. And just think of this as your big open canvas. And you can go ahead and paint anywhere in the middle, but not on the outside. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is, since we're here, we don't really need to make any variables right now. Let's just go ahead and see if we can make a window. Now, in order to make the window, you need a few things. You're going to need to tell Unity how you want to display the window, and that's going to be through a menu item. And the other things you're going to need is you need a variable for your window, and then you need to actually show your window. So let's go ahead and tell Unity where we want to put it. The way we do that is we say at menu item. All right. And what menu item looks for is a string that is the path of where we want our menu item. Now it's an editor script, editor tools, so I say let's put it in the edit dropdown. And I am going to just call mine the same, Easy Mover. You can name yours what you want. At this point, strings, in this case, we won't be calling on this in that sort of way. So you can change that, but I would leave it. We also would like a hotkey, if you will. Now, most of the hotkeys are taken by Unity, so I get creative and use like Control-Alt or something. The percentage sign is Control, the ampersand is Alt, and we'll go with R because I don't think anybody's using Control-Alt-R. So now that we've done that, actually let's tab that in so we realize where we are. Okay, now we need our static function to actually make the window. So just like you're making a normal function, only it's a static function, not really that big a deal. And we can name it what we want because we're making our own function. So we'll call it make easy mover window just because that's what it does. Just like any other function, you need your parentheses and you need to pass your curly braces. Okay. So what do we need in here? Well, we need our variable for our window. And incidentally, most of this is on the Unity's, oh, I totally jacked that up, window equals. Most of this is on the Unity scripting reference site. So say window equals, and what we're going to get is get a window, right? Because that's what we're doing. And what we're going to pass in there is our class. All right, so we've passed our class in there. And we're going to close that off. And then now what we've said is we're going to pass the class, meaning we're going to pass everything inside. So now we're going to open the window. But we actually need to tell Unity to show it. So let's get our variable back up here. That'd be window. And we're going to just simply say .show. All right. We also need to throw in some parentheses and a semicolon. So let's go ahead and save that out and Control S or save. And let's see what we've done with this. All right, so, oh, we've got a couple errors. What did I forget to do? Oh, I'm retarded. You don't put a semicolon after a menu item. Good one. And we're off to a great start on this tutorial. Okay, so what we do is we go ahead and we're going to find our menu item in here, right? So we go edit, we drop it down, and look, there it is. Easy mover with our Control-Alt-R. So we check that out, and we go ahead and open up our window. Now yours may be a different size. Actually, it just remembers the size of a window that you last had. Let's try that with Control-Alt-R. And it seems to work. All right. So yeah, we're just going to stop the video here. And now that everybody should have a window, I mean, it doesn't do much. Great, you know, window, good job. Anyway, we're going to stop it here, and then on the next part, we'll go ahead and start filling this in with stuff and things. And we're going to make it kind of more interesting. Okay, but congratulations, you've made your first window using an editor script. Yay. All right, thank you for watching.